Breaking Barriers, Building Empires, the untold journey of black women entrepreneurs. Welcome to a revolutionary conversation that's about to challenge everything you thought you knew about entrepreneurship, success, and the power of perseverance. Today, we're diving deep into the extraordinary world of black women entrepreneurs, guided by the wisdom and experiences of the incomparable Robyn Witherspoon. Robyn isn't just a successful entrepreneur, she's a force of nature, a beacon of hope, and a living testament to what's possible when you refuse to let society's expectations define your limits. Her journey has not only reshaped industries, but has also paved the way for countless other aspiring entrepreneurs who dare to dream beyond the boundaries set by others. Now let's get one thing straight. This isn't your typical success story. This is a raw, unfiltered look at what it really takes to build an empire from the ground up when the odds are stacked against you. It's about facing fears you didn't even know you had, overcoming obstacles that seem insurmountable, and finding strength in places you least expected. Now imagine for a moment you're standing at the base of a mountain, not just any mountain, but one that seems to touch the sky, its peak hidden in the clouds. Now imagine you're told to climb this mountain with a backpack full of rocks. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what building a business as a black woman in America often feels like. But here's where it gets interesting. What if I told you that those rocks in your backpack aren't just dead weight? What if they're actually the building blocks of your success story? This is the reality that Robyn Witherspoon and countless other black women entrepreneurs face every single day. Let me paint you a picture. Picture Robyn sitting in a high-stakes meeting surrounded by potential investors. The air is thick with anticipation, and you can practically feel the weight of expectations pressing down on her shoulders. She's the only woman in the room, the only person of color. And she can sense the unspoken questions hanging in the air. Does she really belong here? Can she actually pull this off? Now, many people might crumble under that pressure. They might start doubting themselves, their ideas, their very right to be in that room. But not Robyn. No, in that moment, something extraordinary happened. Instead of shrinking, she grew. She stood taller, spoke louder, and owned every inch of that room. Why? Because Robyn understood something that many of us forget. Our differences aren't weaknesses, they're superpowers. Her unique perspective, her resilience forged through adversity, her determination to succeed, not just for herself, but for her entire community. These were her secret weapons. But let's be real for a moment. The challenges didn't end with that meeting. Building a business is like running a marathon on an obstacle course, blindfolded in the rain. And for black women entrepreneurs, well, let's just say the rain is more like a hurricane. Robyn shared with me the frustration of seeking funding, a common hurdle that takes on Herculean proportions when you're a black woman. She recounted meetings where her ideas were dismissed faster than you can say unconscious bias, not based on their merit, but seemingly on preconceived notions about who can and can't be successful in business. Now, brace yourselves for this statistic. Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the US, yet they receive less than 1% of venture capital funding. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just a number, it's a glaring spotlight on the systemic barriers that exist in the business world. But here's where Robyn's story takes an inspiring turn. Instead of letting these rejections defeat her, she used them as fuel. Each no became a reason to work harder, to innovate more, to prove the doubters wrong. She started to see these rejections not as closed doors, but as redirections, guiding her towards her true path. This mindset shift is crucial for any entrepreneur, but especially for those facing additional barriers. Rejection isn't the end of your journey. It's often the beginning of a better one. It forces you to refine your ideas, to seek out alternative paths, to build a network of supporters who believe in you and your vision. Robyn's experience also highlights the importance of community in the entrepreneurial journey. When traditional doors seemed closed, she turned to her community. She sought out other black women entrepreneurs, formed alliances, shared resources, and built a support system that understood her unique challenges. This brings us to a powerful truth. Sometimes, when you can't find a seat at the table, you need to build your own table. And that's exactly what Robyn did. She didn't just focus on her own success. She actively worked to create opportunities for other black women entrepreneurs. She mentored, she networked, she shared her knowledge and experiences. By doing this, Robyn wasn't just building a business, she was helping to reshape the entire landscape of entrepreneurship. She was proving that success doesn't have to look like it always has, that new voices and perspectives can not only succeed in business, but can revolutionize entire industries. Now, let's talk about a particularly poignant aspect of Robyn's journey, publishing her own books. In the world of publishing, much like in business, there are gatekeepers. These are the individuals and institutions that have traditionally decided whose stories get told, whose voices get heard. For too long, these gatekeepers have overlooked or undervalued the experiences and insights of black women. Robyn's decision to self-publish wasn't just a business move. It was a declaration. It was her way of saying, my story matters, and I won't wait for someone else's permission to tell it. This act of literary entrepreneurship is a powerful reminder that sometimes creating the change you want to see means taking matters into your own hands. The process of writing and publishing her books brought its own set of challenges. Robyn spoke about the vulnerability required to put her thoughts and experiences on paper, knowing they would be scrutinized by the world. She talked about the self-doubt that crept in, the voice in her head questioning whether her words were worthy, whether her experiences were valid. But here's the beautiful thing. Every time she pushed through that doubt, every time she put her words out into the world, she received messages from readers whose lives were touched by her work. People who saw themselves reflected in her stories, who found inspiration and guidance in her words. This is the power of representation, the importance of diverse voices in literature and business. Robyn's publishing journey teaches us an invaluable lesson. Your voice matters. Your experiences, your insights, your unique perspective on the world, these are not just valuable, they're essential. In a world that often tries to fit us into predefined boxes, the act of telling your own story in your own words is revolutionary. Now, I want to address something crucial. Despite all the challenges I've mentioned, despite the steep climb and the extra weight, Robyn wants you to know something important. It's all worth it. Building her own business has been the most challenging and most rewarding experience of her life. There's a unique kind of joy in creating something from nothing, in seeing your name on a book cover, in receiving messages from people whose lives have been touched by your work. It's the thrill of knowing that you've built something that is uniquely, undeniably yours. This is the power of ownership, the exhilaration of charting your own course. Robyn's journey reminds us that entrepreneurship is not just about making money or achieving success as defined by others. It's about creating value, about making an impact, about changing the narrative. It's about showing the world what's possible when you refuse to be limited by other people's expectations. So what does this mean for you listening to this right now? Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a business owner facing challenges, or someone who's never even considered starting a business, Robyn's story has something to teach all of us. First, recognize that your unique experiences and perspective are not liabilities. They're your greatest assets. The things that make you different are the very things that will set you apart in business and in life. Second, understand that obstacles and rejections are not stop signs. They're detours guiding you to where you need to be. Every no is an opportunity to refine your ideas, to get creative, to prove the doubters wrong. Third, never underestimate the power of community. Seek out others who understand your journey, who can offer support and guidance. And when you achieve success, remember to lift others as you climb. Fourth, don't wait for permission to tell your story or pursue your dreams. Sometimes you need to create your own opportunities, build your own platforms, write your own rules. And finally, remember that the journey of entrepreneurship, with all its challenges and triumphs, is a journey of personal growth as much as it is of business growth. Embrace it all, the highs and the lows, the victories and the setbacks. They're all part of your unique story. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to ponder. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What dreams would you pursue? What businesses would you start? What stories would you tell if you weren't held back by fear or doubt? Robyn Witherspoon's journey shows us that success isn't about avoiding failure or overcoming every obstacle with ease. It's about persisting in the face of challenges, about using your unique voice and perspective to create value in the world, about redefining what success looks like on your own terms. So I challenge you, take that first step, start that business, write that book, create that product. Your voice, your ideas, your dreams, they matter. And the world is waiting to see what you can do when you fully embrace your power as an entrepreneur, as a creator, as a force for change. Remember, the steepest climbs often lead to the most breathtaking views. And while the journey of entrepreneurship might be challenging, especially for Black women and other underrepresented groups, it's also incredibly rewarding. It's a journey of self-discovery, of pushing boundaries, of creating lasting impact. Robyn Witherspoon's story is not just her own, it's a beacon of hope and a call to action for all of us. It reminds us that we have the power to reshape industries, to change narratives, to build legacies that will inspire generations to come. So, as you leave this talk today, I want you to carry with you the spirit of resilience, innovation, and determination that Robyn embodies. Remember that your journey as an entrepreneur is uniquely yours, with its own challenges and triumphs. Embrace it all, learn from it all, and use it to fuel your growth and success. The world needs your voice, your ideas, your leadership. It needs the businesses you'll build, the books you'll write, the products you'll create. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let rejection deter you, and never ever let anyone tell you that you don't belong. You are the author of your own story, the CEO of your own life. It's time to take the reins, to build that business, to publish that book, to make your mark on the world. The journey won't be easy, but as Robyn Witherspoon's story shows us, it'll be worth it. So, what's your next move? What step will you take today towards your entrepreneurial dreams? The floor is yours. The stage is set, and the world is waiting. It's time to show them what you're made of. As we will conclude this talk, I want to leave you with a final thought. The world doesn't change because we wish it to. It changes because people like you and Robyn Witherspoon decide to be the change. You have the power to rewrite the rules, to create new narratives, to build businesses that not only succeed, but also uplift communities. Your journey starts now. Every obstacle you face, every rejection you encounter, every moment of self-doubt, these are not roadblocks, they're stepping stones. They're the raw materials from which you'll build your empire. Remember, entrepreneurship isn't just about building a business. It's about building a better world. It's about creating opportunities where none existed before. It's about showing the next generation what's possible when you dare to dream big and work hard. So go forth and conquer. Break those barriers. Build those empires. Write those books. Launch those products. Create those services. Your success isn't just about you. It's about every person who will be inspired by your journey, every life that will be touched by your work. The world is waiting for your unique contribution. Don't make it wait any longer. Stand tall, speak loud, and let your entrepreneurial spirit soar. Because when you succeed, we all succeed. When you break through barriers, you create pathways for others to follow. Your time is now. Your moment is here. The world is ready for your brilliance, your innovation, your leadership. So step into your power, embrace your uniqueness, and let's rewrite the rules of entrepreneurship together. Thank you.